It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. Next on Madden Football.
Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense, we're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. Off we go from Soldier Field. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
Mike, the term generational talent, it gets thrown around a bit too loosely these days, in my opinion, but you can make an argument if one guy coming out of the draft the last couple years was worthy of that description, it's Caleb Williams. I mean, the arm talent, the playmaking ability, the ability to play off script when things don't go perfectly. I mean, he is such an interesting prospect, special player, and I'm excited to watch him here in this one.
Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he had pushed through one tackler, but is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Looking middle and complete with Allen. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Bears sending out their punt team. Malik Washington deep for Miami. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
The lefty right to the air to start. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
We met with them the other day, Mike, and the offensive coordinator, he went out of his way. He was adamant that they felt really good early in this game. There was a lot of things on this opening script they could do to attack this defense. Well, needless to say, I don't think giving up a sack on the first play was what he had in mind, and now they face a 2nd and long. They got to get back on track.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He finds the open man, Braxton Berrios.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, here's Tua. He's got his man. It's Hill. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Miami.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
In motion, it's Waddle. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. A short pickup to the 38. Second down and 8. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Third and 5. Hill brought in motion. Tua now on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bears offense ready now for their second drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third and 6. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short. of the first down.
On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Dolphins offense ready for their second possession. They had to punt on their opening drive. No damage done as of yet. Still scoreless here, and they'll pick it up 1st and 10. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
That's taken in by HN. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 2. To throw is Tua. He gets that complete to Berrios. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. To the air again, Tagovailoa. Catch made there by Waddle. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
Tua to throw again. This one complete to Hill. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. Sending it deep for Waddle. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The home team's offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Throw it again. It's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
So no scoring as of yet. Nothing here at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. Not too much to show you in terms of scoring plays. In fact, there's nothing to show you. A scoreless tie here at the half. Both of these defenses have been outstanding thus far.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Defenses control the first half, but when will we see some points? Hopefully soon, as this third quarter begins. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Dolphins offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Barrios. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's 2. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Now a stoppage here for an injured player. That's Jalen Waddle, who's in some discomfort. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 3rd and a yard. Now Tua. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Bears offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. He's going to have a Bears 1st down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, they give it right back to Swift. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop. Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Williams. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
On the give, it's Swift. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. It was Zach Sealer in on the tackle. Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's Williams now to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. First and 10. On the ground, it's Swift. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. That's the veteran, Mercedes Lewis. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Swift. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Now Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Dolphins offense ready to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Off-balance throw. It's complete. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. From the gun, here's Tua. That one brought in by Berrios. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down, so they get a new set of downs and just as importantly stop the clock.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. A gain there of 11. Good for a Dolphins first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Again, it's Tua. He's going to keep it himself. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
So I still think there's plenty of time if they can get within shot of the end zone that they can go for a touchdown and try to win this thing in regulation. You always have a field goal try in your back pocket to at least tie the game and force overtime.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
A shotgun snap for Tua. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the first down. A gain of 16, good enough for a first down.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up first and goal.
Now, first and goal. Tua gonna throw. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal. They'll run with Achane. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal. They'll run with Achane. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. So on third and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on fourth down, taking care of it on the third down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Scott now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A gain there of 7. No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. All 3 timeouts left. How much that's going to matter remains to be seen. Here comes 1st and 10. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Here's 2nd down. Here's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. That's caught! And he's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to do it. Their late comeback bid comes up short as time has expired in this game. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. Points were at a premium in this one, but they're able to eke out the victory in this low-scoring affair. And that'll do it. For my partner, Greg Olson, for our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.